Hey, we got some big developments in the major leagues. The Boron and the Teladi have just formed a coalition against the Paranid because the Three Eyes conquered this sector here. And coalitions have been added recently in Mayhem 3. These are like dynamic alliances that will be formed between smaller factions to defend against a larger faction. And you can actually see this in the diplomatic screen. It shows that the Boron and the Teladi are now allied, and the alliance is directly targeting the Paranid. So these two factions will now share their resources, and of course they also won't attack each other. And I believe they are also focusing on their new target, the Paranid. So if that is the case, that would be good, because the Teladi would maybe pull some fleets away from the Argon and throw them against the Paranid to fight back. And if I'm not mistaken, the coalition should be lasting very long, because the two allied partners will try to cut the common enemy down to size again. And I think it will end when the target faction, the Paranid, they currently have 49 sectors. And when they have an equal amount to the biggest coalition member, which is the Teladi, with 32 sectors, then the coalition should end. So this is going to be a very long alliance between these two factions. And it should shake up the global power struggle a lot, I believe. And the Paranid now have two permanent wars. Although I think they can still sign truces and make short peace. But the Teladi and the Boron will now focus on fighting the Paranid, and that should make it a lot harder for them to continue expanding their reach into the Teladi cluster here. Because there has been some fighting going on. Sometimes the Teladi pushed in, then the Paranid pushed back. But in the end it seemed like the Paranid would have the upper hand. And with a new power block, that should change. Especially if the Split would also join the coalition. That would be interesting. Yeah, lots of cool stuff happening.